Hello, and welcome to Dark Souls the Tutorial bonus content. In this mini-series of videos, I will be discussing some additional items, weapons, areas and bosses that won't feature in the main series. For demonstration purposes, I have created a new character and have given him green hair, so it's always clear which series you are watching. Please note that any weapons or items I pick up during this series are completely optional, and although they may make your playthrough easier, they are certainly not required to complete the game. The first thing I will demonstrate in this video is how to cut off the tail of the Halkite Drake and get a very powerful early game dragon weapon. To do this, we'll be using the longbow, which I went to the garden to pick up. I also purchased for myself 200 standard arrows. There are two different methods you can use to cut off the Drake's tail. The first method is that you can lure him down onto the bridge and attack his tail. This is a very fast method. However, if you get it wrong, there's a good chance that you may end up dead. A much safer, albeit slower method is to use arrows to shoot off the Drake's tail. To do this, we need to make our way underneath the bridge. We then need to make sure that the Drake is on the bridge. You can see he is. And there we see that his tail is dangling down. We can then switch to the bow and we can comfortably shoot his tail from here. It can take a few minutes to get used to the timing. However, with enough perseverance, his tail will eventually be cut off. And there we have it, one Drake sword. Before I begin to compare the Drake sword to other weapons, let's first of all go and pick up another very good weapon that is found on the bridge. This is the Claymore. Let's start by looking at the stats of the longsword. The longsword has 80 physical damage. If we compare this to the Claymore, as we can see the Claymore has a physical damage of 103. The longsword is a regular type weapon, it is a straight sword, and the Claymore is a great sword. The Claymore, although more powerful, does have a slower moveset. The Zweihander is an even more powerful weapon. This has a physical damage of 130. However, as it is an ultra greatsword, it has an even slower moveset. As you can see, the faster weapon, the longsword, has much lower damage compared to the Zweihander, but is a much faster weapon. The Zweihander is much more powerful, but also much more unwieldy. The Claymore is a very nice balance between the two. It offers good physical damage, and is not too unwieldy to use comfortably. It only requires 16 strength and 10 dexterity, as opposed to the Zweihander that requires 24 strength and 10 dexterity. 24 strength can be difficult to accumulate in the early stages of the game. Now let's compare this to the Drakesword. Drakesword, much like the longsword, is a small and fast weapon. However, its physical damage is 200. This is an incredibly powerful weapon early on in the game, and will certainly make some of the earlier bosses very trivial. That is it for this video. I hope you found it useful. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comments box below. Thank you very much for watching. All the best. Take care. Bye bye.